Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. I just wanted to do a small video and talk about a topic that crossed over my mind the other day. So I had just beaten Dead Rising 3 on the Xbox One. Really enjoyed it. I was hooked. It's one of those, I'm not kind of the person who sits down and plays for 4 hours. I usually don't have the time or the mental capacity to sit there and do that. Usually it's more shorter bursts for me. Stella likes playing for long periods of time. Okay, we'll talk about that next. So, this game though, I find myself like with a free moment, pop it in and want to play. It was fun. It was sort of mindless in a way because you're just kind of running down zombies, but it also had some thought to it because you had to combine the weapons, combine the vehicles, make sure not to get killed because sometimes you get crowded by the zombies, fight these like lunatics or psychopaths or whatever it is they call them. So, the question is, I just beat it, and there is a co-op mode where you can go back and play the story, and I played some of the story online with people, random people. But is it worth keeping? I'm leaning towards no. I'd most likely not trade it in because usually the prices aren't so great. I maybe would sell it or eBay or give to a friend cheap or whatever. But what for you warrants keeping a game? To me, after you beat it, to me, what warrants it is usually some kind of online mode that's open-ended. So for instance, I haven't played the Call of Duty Ghosts yet, but I did play a little bit of Battlefield. Those games do have single-player missions. Let's say somebody likes the single-player missions. I know most people go at it for the multiplayer aspect, but hypothetically, they like the single-player, it's a lot of fun, whatever, and then they beat it, and then they're like, oh, I have nothing left to do. The multiplayer is open-ended. You can play it forever and kind of have new experiences every time because it's online. I like games like that. I like games that do give you the single-player option or do give you the multiplayer option and give you something to do once you beat it. This does, but it's kind of minimal because it should be playing through the story again co-op. And I like playing through games co-op when they're very, very, very unique. Or keeping single-player games, for instance, when they're very, very unique. The single-player games that popped into my head were like Deadly Premonition, Operation Darkness, which I have yet to beat, but stuff like that. Either I've sold them and bought them back because I liked them so much, like Deadly Premonition I did beat, or The Darkness 1 and 2. I beat them, I had a ball, especially with the first one, but I still kept them because they're some of my favorites. They're unique, you don't see much like them. So when I see a game that's sort of like, I guess, a hidden gem or something that I really enjoyed and I didn't expect to enjoy, like Asura's Wrath, I'm going to keep it. Even though it's just single player, what else can you do? Maybe I can go for the achievements, which always gives a replay value, but to me, I don't really care so much about that. I will try for some achievements, but I'm not like one that has to like max them out and get 1,000 or platinum them or whatever it's called. But what for you is a reason you would keep a game? So mine is uniqueness if it's single player, or a multiplayer aspect that I can go back to and have a good time with. I always kept the army of 2 games because I would play them with friends and we'd go back and do things, and they had memories associated with them, so that's part of it for me too. This one I like a lot, but I don't see myself going back. I hear the DLC is not so great, and that's about it. So it just crossed my mind. I wanted to see what everyone else's take was on things, why they keep things, why they get rid of things, if they even do get rid of things. I know some people that keep games no matter what. If they buy it, they keep it, it's theirs. The reason I don't do that is because sometimes you tend to buy things at a really high price, which I don't usually do, and then you sell it and you get nothing, so they just keep them. But I try to kind of recoup some of my money, or sometimes even make back the whole thing, and then roll it over or put it back in the bank or whatever. But that's really it. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.